What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Corey, or Autobot, and I'm here today bringing you guys a brand new video. Today, guys, playing some Call of Duty World War II, and guys, I think you guys are going to enjoy this video. So sit down, grab some popcorn, and enjoy yourself. And hey, Michael, let's have a chat, shall we? Have been very, very transparent recently over on Reddit with the things that are being fixed within World War II. And there's still a few things that you have yet to mention that really need to be fixed. You're saying sprint out times need to be fixed, and weapon balancing needs to be fixed, and the whole late spawn-in issue needs to be fixed, and stuff like this. The late spawn-in issue is top priority. I understand that, because that is an issue that has been plaguing the game since launch, and hey, you know what? I agree with you, that is top priority. Second on your list is like sprint out times and health regeneration. Like everything else on that list right now needs to go and fuck off with the game in its current state. The late spawn-in issue, like, hey, look, I'm getting it right now. Like, I can't do shit. I get to watch. It's getting stanky for a few minutes, or 30 seconds, or a minute, or before I get kicked. I don't know. But you want to balance the weapons out with this game. How can you balance the weapons out when the hit detection within the game is so piss poor? Oh, get spawned in finally. I've seen a few videos, and a lot of people are griping on a few different things. One, the sniper scope not actually representing where the bullet's going, for the most part. You know, there's times when it does, and there's times when it doesn't. And I think that's just to do with the hit detection in the game, as opposed to the sniper scope. And the SVT-40 is another one that has a huge issue with that. I've picked it up myself, and the default version of the SVT-40, the bullet goes about an inch above where you're actually aiming it. That, to me, are more fixes that you need to worry about, as opposed to weapon balancing first, because you can't balance weapons in a game where the hit detection is so bad. I'm sorry, but you can't. And the reason that the hit detection is so bad is because of the lag compensation that you guys have put into the game on this dedicated server. Now, yes, lag compensation needs to be put within the game to I guess you say, alleviate the people with the worser connections. To sort of give them a little bit of a fighting chance. But, Michael, let's face it, I've been playing Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4. Just last year, I was playing on a connection below a 10 download, which if someone went on Facebook in my house, I would lag. I should not have to sit here and get my ass kicked by a guy playing on a 1 or 2 download because I am lagging to compensate for his shitty connection. Which is why the hit detection is so bad. I feel like if the lag compensation was toned down, or was toned down a little bit, because you do have to you have to have lag compensation in the game. There's no way around it. But you have it so cranked up to the nuts that it really makes it more plausible to play the game on a lower connection speed. That's just it. The hit detection comes down to that. If you tone tone the lag compensation down, the hit detection will get better. Or better yet, just look into fixing the lag compensation the way it is. Like, keep the game the way it is, just fix the fucking hit detection. I mean, that's my 2 cents on that side of things. I mean, yes, of course, weapon balancing and stuff like that needs to be done. But on the side of weapon balancing, why are you nerfing weapons that don't really need a nerf? I mean, yes, the M1 Garand needs, like, a little bit of recoil or something in place. Because, I mean, the gun's a 2-shot kill and it doesn't jump. But, you know, you're nerfing all the wrong weapons and you're buffing all the wrong weapons. I mean, yes, you're nerfing some of the right weapons. The FG-42 definitely needed a slight nerf. I mean, yes, you did go too far with the nerf on the FG-42. But the buff that you're putting on the STG is not needed. The nerf you're putting on the Kar 98 right now, like that you're going to be putting on the Kar 98, doesn't really seem to be needed. It's a bullshit nerf, to say the very least. But instead of worrying about all these weapon balancing things, work on getting your game running smoothly first, because you can't you can't properly balance out weapons without proper hit detection. So, weapon balancing should take to the wayside until you get the hit detection figured out in this game, because that's all I see on Reddit are people posting, like, I mean, I myself have been a victim of poor hit detection. Hence why I have to play on a lower sensitivity now. Like, when the game first came out, the hit detection was fine, and then you guys started messing with them. The server started screwing up, and you guys had to make some changes to the server. And when you guys made those changes to the server, that's when, you know, shit hit the fan for the hit detection. I mean, yes, hit detection is still, you know, it's still decent, but it's so, I guess you could say it's so inconsistent because of the lag compensation that you guys have put in to make the servers run smoother. And, you know, that with Call of Duty being a shooter game, hit detection, having a decent hit detection should be the top priority, in my opinion. Now, another thing that needs to be fixed is the matchmaking within this game. I mean, it's frustrating to say the very, very least. I'm forever playing against the same people. Doesn't matter what game mode I play. If I go play TDM, I'll play against the same guys that I always play TDM against. Same with Domination. If I go play Dom, it's always the same people. The matchmaking in this game, the results are too narrow, so you don't get any variety on who you play against. And as a result of that, I guess you could say it makes it a little bit harder to play, because if people know who you, like, if people know your playstyle, like for me, where I'm a sniper and I run and gun, people can very easily adapt their playstyles to play against me. Now, I don't know how all these people are going to play, but I recognize the gamertag, but I don't put into terms their playstyle. People see my name and they're like, oh, he's a sniper, if they know who I am already. So, you know, the matchmaking in this game is too narrow. I mean, it doesn't give you enough variety on who you play against. And in the lobbies, oh, don't even get me started on that. Like, there's no reason why I should be going against, you know, 3.0 KD pub stompers in a game of Team Deathmatch 24/7. I mean, I think there's one day where I played and I don't think I ended up in a lobby that wasn't a 6-man. In every game, it was myself, and then everyone on my team was, like, fucking brand new to the game, like they just installed it on their Xbox. The matchmaking system in this game is broken. It really is. I mean, you say you implemented skill-based matchmaking, but skill-based matchmaking doesn't seem to be present within this game right now. It doesn't. And the reason I say that is I can get into one game and absolutely shred people, and then I get into my next game and I get absolutely fucking stomped on if I switch lobbies. And the reason for that is because the matchmaking system is not based on skill. It is completely and totally random, which I do not agree with. I mean, yes, it gives people variety, but if you do what I say with the server and widen out the search parameters for matchmaking and actually implement skill-based matchmaking properly, this game, in terms of the playability, in terms of the matchmaking and the matches you play, the matches would be a lot more fun. Because it seems to me that you guys are only worried about weapon balancing when all these other issues, like the matchmaking, the hit detection, and the lag compensation and stuff like that, are all being ignored. Yes, you guys are taking the top priority fix, which is the late spawn-in issue. You guys are fixing that, which is great. It's great that you guys are finally fixing it, but you guys need to worry about other things after that before you start going, okay, let's hit this with a nerf, let's hit this with a buff. You guys need to start actually looking into the things that fans are griping about. Because I'm going to tell you right now, this is what Treyarch and Infinity Ward do so well, is they listen to what the fans are griping about. And they look into it and they try to fix it. If it's something that they can't actually fix, they say, sorry, that's not something that we can fix. But start listening to your fans more. Otherwise, your guys' next Call of Duty game, no one's going to buy it. Because you guys worry about weapon balancing and supply drops and little issues within the game that can't properly be fixed until you fix the bigger issues within the game. That's all I have to say. That's the end of the chat, Michael. Hopefully you actually listen to some of this. by some fluke, you'll probably end up watching this video. I don't know. But, yeah. Take it from someone who's been playing Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4. I know what's wrong with the game, and I can tell you. Fix it. Because then the game will be a lot more enjoyable. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. I always appreciate it. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. And make sure you click that bell notification. That way I get notified every time I upload. And yeah, it's been your boy Corey, or Autobot. And I'm out. Peace.